21 Savage has been making a killing in the rap game and he's been spending like crazy. These days he probably kicks back at Amber Rose's $4 million mansion in Tarzana, California, but while living in LA he took up residence in the same neighborhood as successful YouTubers Faze, Banks, and Rice Gum, where his rent may have been as high as $47,000 per month. At the same time, he was driving a Red Ferrari 488 worth $235K. He also bought himself a Mercedes Maybach worth $500K, and he likes to travel by private jet. 21 Savage has a massive collection of icy chains, and it's not just the pendants. Even the actual chains around his neck are made out of diamonds. He's got a Rolex with more than just a dab of ranch, and countless other diamond encrusted watches. On top of all that, he's got collections of clothes, shoes, guns, and tattoos. But if his music is any indication, the dude can easily afford it.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account.
Despite what his song might say, 21 Savage's net worth is most commonly cited to be $4 million, but online estimates range anywhere from $700K to $6 million. I can't blame these sites for varying so widely. I mean, the guy's financial situation has changed pretty drastically over the last couple years. Back in 2015, he was still struggling to get his start in the entertainment industry. Now he's got 2 platinum and 2 double platinum singles. On top of that, he's got money coming in from some pretty out there revenue streams. Just as an example, he earned a reported $1 million for performing at a bar mitzvah. At the same time, 21 is spending wild amounts of money on clothes, cars, and jewelry. Plus, with his relationship going so well with Amber Rose, engagement rumors are already circulating, so it may not be long before he's dropping a ton of cash on a lavish ring. In this video, I'm going to walk you through his financial come up and what he spends his money on, here for you on The Rich Life. My name is Michael McCrudden and I got a question for you guys. What's the meaning behind the name 21 Savage? Place your guesses in the comments down below. The answer will be at the end of this video. Now let's roll that intro, which I love. Oh yeah, one more thing guys, when this channel hits 2 million subscribers, well I'm gonna do the rich life of me. So there you go.
If I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me?
21 Savage was born Shia bin Abraham Joseph on October 22nd, 1992. He grew up just outside of Atlanta, Georgia with 4 brothers and 6 sisters and was raised by his mom Heather. His come up was tough, living in poverty and surrounded by gangs. His dad made a living selling crack, and 21 himself started dealing weed when he was just 14 years old, and he got expelled for bringing a pistol to school. He also spent time in juvenile detention. 21 would go on to pursue a life of crime and join the Bloods. On his 21st birthday, he was shot 6 times, and his best friend was killed during an attempted robbery. The next year, he lost his little brother, Taman, again to street violence. These wake-up calls were enough to push 21 to focus on his music. He saved up enough money from hustling to spend time writing and recording. In 2014, his debut Picky helped to build up a local following in Atlanta, as did his mixtapes The Slaughter Tape and Slaughter King, as well as his debut EP Free Guwap. 2016 Savage Mode would be his first project to be certified gold and featured 2 double platinum hits, X and No Heart. That year 21 would make the freshman class cover of XXL. His first studio album, Is a Album, would hit number 2 on the Billboard Hot 200, and his follow-up Without Warning hit number 1 on the US rap chart. 21's financial status has turned his life around, as has his relationship with Amber Rose. Still, he hasn't forgotten where he's come from, and even brought Amber on a trip back to his old stomping ground. Of course, 21 isn't living in a home like this anymore while in LA. He was the neighbor of YouTube superstars Faze, Banks, and Rice Gum. They even got together one time to shoot hoops. Take a look. Now I don't know exactly which mansion 21 was living at, but if it's anything like the Rice Gum house, it didn't come cheap. That place has been valued at $12.5 million, and the rent was estimated to be $47,000 per month. Nowadays, when he's not on tour, 21 is probably spending a lot of time at Amber Rose's $4 million mansion, which she picked up in 2016. This 7,200 square foot luxury abode has a formal dining room, a gourmet kitchen with 3 ovens and 2 dishwashers, a library, 3 terraces, a tennis court, a lit pool with a hot tub, a giant covered patio, and a fancy driveway complete with a stone fountain. Now back when 21 was living in LA, there was a rumor going around that Drake bought him a Ferrari. This probably started when he posted a picture of himself getting into a Ferrari on Instagram and captioned it, "B-Day gift from Champagne Poppy." That particular model appears to be a Ferrari 488, which has a price tag of at least $235,000. But as it turns out, Drake did not buy him that car for his birthday. Instead, he just leased one for him to drive while he was in LA. Still, a pretty generous gift, if you ask me. But before you go thinking that 21 doesn't actually own a Ferrari, he explained, "I fell in love with the car, so I just went and bought one." But this ain't the only whip in his garage. 21 Savage has also reportedly bought himself a brand new 2017 Mercedes Maybach. He also shared a picture of himself riding this fun ATV and this tiny dirt bike. These are both easily affordable vehicles for someone with 21's bankroll, but he also travels often in private jets, and that can set you back, well, a pretty penny, especially when you add the cost of matching Louis Vuitton baggage for the entire family. But LV isn't the only designer that 21 likes to wear. Here he is shopping at Burberry, and here he is wearing a Versace robe. Since coming into money, he's become a big fan of haute couture, walking runways, wearing snakeskin jackets, and here he is wearing a fur coat. Is that inside out, or is it supposed to look that way? As expensive as 21's taste in clothes has become, he seems to drop even more cash on jewelry. Back in 2014, he was sporting relatively simple gold pendants on gold chains, but as he came into money, that would all change. He got this massive diamond encrusted Savage chain. Before long, he'd add a 21 change to spell out his name, so now we all know. He would soon add to his collection a Hasmahan chain, a Slaughter Gang chain, and my personal favorite, this pendant that says IZA. Is a chain. Get it? He's also got this one, but I don't really know what that's supposed to be.
It's a knife.
Now you'll notice that 21 Savage doesn't just have iced out pendants, he's also switched the actual chains around his neck to links of diamonds. Here's a picture of him wearing what might be all of his chains at the same time. It looks like he's got at least 4 diamond chains. I can't even begin to imagine how much that ice would have cost. That's already a massive amount of money to spend on jewelry, but we haven't even touched on 21's watch collection just yet. Let's take a look at what I think is 21's first Rolex.
Drip, drip, drip. Drip, just drip,
Okay, we're putting on pull up for one.
Fake watch buster.
That thing is covered in diamonds, but it's relatively tame compared to some of the other watches in his collection. This ruby red-faced watch has ice going all the way around the face and all over the band. Next, he's got this one with diamonds pretty much everywhere you could possibly put a diamond. He also picked up this pair of icy watches. Maybe one's for Amber Rose. After all, she did point out on Instagram that they like to spoil one another. That's right, it's another pair of diamond encrusted watches! But Amber Rose doesn't just like to spoil 21 with watches, she also gave him this promise ring, worth an estimated $50,000. This ring spells out Loyalty 21 in diamonds and rubies. The ring features a total of 1,100 gems. Amber Rose has clearly lavished some pretty expensive gifts on 21, but that isn't the only way she's improved his life. According to him, she makes me do shit that I don't normally do, like take vitamins, drink water, shit like that. And the dude really did need a little help when it comes to improving his health. If you scroll back far enough in his Instagram feed, you can see he was on a pretty steady diet of oxy, weed, and lean.
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs.
It's hard to find an old picture of him without a cup in his hand. He even went beyond purple drank to create something he called blood lean. It took a liking to mixing his scissor with pineapple pop.
I have a lean. I have pineapple. Pineapple lean.
Of course, some habits die hard, and he's still apparently holding on to his collection of guns. He doesn't post as many pictures of them anymore, but back around 2013-2014, he was regularly showing off his collection of assault rifles and pistols, which even included 5 Glocks. What can I say? The guy loves his guns. 21's collection of firearms is a reminder of his street hustling days, as is his collection of tattoos. On his hand, he's got a pistol and the words "Live by, Die by." Across his forehead, he's got the words "Death before dishonor," and death, well, it's sadly a recurring theme in 21's ink. His infamous dagger tattoo was originally meant to be placed on his hand. He and his brother agreed to get matching tats ink there, but then his younger brother Taman, he went ahead and got it right between his eyes. and after he passed away, 21 decided to match his placement in tribute. He also got a massive chest tattoo featuring clouds and angels, and the name of two of his friends, Johnny B and Larry, who died in a tragic shooting. It also features the name Tamika, who was Larry's mother and also was killed in the same incident. Now that's a pretty dark tattoo collection, and we're getting near to the end of this video, so let me cheer you up with this purchase 21 Savage shared with the world via Instagram back in 2014. He got himself some spicy chicken and rice from Popeyes for $5.61, pretty normal stuff, but as one of 21's fans pointed out, he paid with exact change. So that means that at some point 21 was actually carrying pennies on him. It's funny to think about. For the record, 21 kept it real with his southern diet. The last time he shared his food on Instagram, he was eating chicken, sweet potatoes, macaroni and cheese, and some kind of gray crap smothered in gravy. And that was back in 2015. Hopefully Amber Rose is still letting him eat like this every now and then. Another fun purchase of his from a few years back were these matching Air Jordans for him and his kids, bought in 2014. This wasn't the first time he did this though. Back in 2013, he bought the tiniest pair of Jordans I've ever seen. 21 Savage has come a long way since then, but he never forgets where he came from. After all, the 21 in his moniker comes from the name of his old crew. As for Savage, well, he has once been quoted as saying, "Savage came out of nowhere, I was just looking for an Instagram name." He also told DJ Small Eyes,
"Savage come from just me, being a savage."
And now you know how he got his name. My name's Mike McCrudden, and thanks for watching this edition of The Rich Life. This was episode 7, season 2. Let me know who you want me to document in the future of this series. We're gonna pump out 10 to 15 of these videos, and then take a break. Keep y'all in suspense. You'd be like, where's them Rich Life videos? Anyway, at 2 million, I'm gonna do me, so look forward to that, if you care. And let me know who you want me to document next via Instagram or Twitter at McCruddenApp. Alright, see you guys in another video. Also, smash that like button! Boom! Is a like.
Stop it. Get some help.